7 vendor live at the newspaper stand. Let me start by here with some of the reactions that happened yesterday at the court, at the tribunal, where we saw. Let me give you the headline. Nigerians heading for clash. That's at the major headlines of Daily Sun. Governors warn, says action must be taken to avoid collapse. And if you look here at the pictures that we have here, something happened yesterday where a faction of the Labour Party led by Papa Lamidi came to the court, and of course it brought some hula baloo and a lot of chaos at the court yesterday, because it does seem the faction of Julius Abure is saying we don't recognize this guy, and Lamidi Papa was booed out of the court yesterday, and even according to his statement, he was even beaten in some way. I think Labour Party, that is something they need to fix. But look at your presidential election. Obi tells tribunal how INEC denied him access to materials in Rivers, Sokoto and others. But notwithstanding, INEC have also come out to say that Obi was supposed to pay a fee of 1.5 million for him to be able to access some of these materials, which he did not do that. That was from the side of INEC. Okay, look at here. Anxiety spikes as Nigerian foreign investment dip by 75 billion US dollars. Skeletal services in hospitals as doctors begin warning strike. This is so appalling. This is a very sad one. Like what I saw on Daily Trust this morning, where the federal government is saying that they're going to replace those resident doctors who want to go on strike with ad-hoc staff. It's uncalled for. It's a very sad statement. I feel so deeply pained in my heart to be hearing that kind of statement from the government. These are human life. These are people that should be well catered for. They have human blood like you do, and this kind of a statement should not be coming from a government who we voted for, who should be giving us the best. Let's look at the Punch and see what we have this morning. The Punch is saying PDP Labour Party kicks as US Secretary of State calls Tinubu. Of course, Atiku Abubakar has said, tweeted in his verified Twitter handle, saying that why would the US Secretary called Bola Ahmed Tinubu amidst the controversies that we have surrounding the election. So those are issues. And US promises continued comprehensive security, economic cooperation. Atiku Labour Party berates Blaken, says phone call demoralizing and worrisome. That's coming from Atiku Abubakar and the Labour Party. Also, we saw confusion as Labour Party faction clash at the tribunal yesterday. I gave you a hint of that, of what happened at the tribunal, where we saw almost Lamidi Apapa was almost carried by the supporters of the faction of Julius Abure, and they brought him out of the court. All right. Daily Trust this morning is saying at the Thomas here is saying FG to replace striking doctors with ad-hoc staff. I said that earlier. This statement is worrisome. This statement seems to be an insult to Nigerians, to the lives of Nigerians. How would the government, in its whole sense, saying they want to replace striking doctors with ad hoc staff? I don't even understand how that kind of a statement is logical. These are human lives that matter. Ad hoc staff are not professional, they are not well trained, and you want to replace them with human life. Is not this statement. I think the government needs to do something about that. It's our demands must be met. Patient grown, activities grounded in hospitals. You can see these are patients, people. You saw the man who gave his statement earlier, saying that he had a personal experience where even in the hospitals, you don't find light in the hospitals, you don't find the equipment necessary to treat human life, and these are patients in the hospital with blood running in their veins, groaning because they need the government to revamp our hospitals. Then over here, Northwest deserves Senate presidency. That's from Alhaji Abdulaziz Yari. A lot of write-ups here that he gave, but let's look at what leadership is saying. And leadership this morning, a Nigerian heading for debt crisis. Governors won. We saw that at the Daily Sun paper. And here, 11 days to go, US assured Tinubu of mutual beneficial ties. Atiku kicks against that. So some persons are saying that the US seems to be, twisting their mouth doubly, because earlier they had said, and we saw some of the report, that the election was tweeted in a way not going according to the wishes of most Nigerians. But here is the US also coming, placing a call to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and some has found that to be insincerity, and sort of insincerity and all of that. Okay. So this morning is saying, still on the same issue, blinking attack on U.S. convoy in Anambra may not have been pre-targeted at our mission. Of course, you saw an attack on U.S. convoy in Anambra where some personnel of the U.S. were killed, and Peter Obi yesterday tweeted, of course, and condemned that action. But here is Blinken, the U.S. Secretary, saying attack on convoy in Anambra may not have been pre-targeted at our mission. Then Buhari saddened by killings of U.S. Embassy staff. Police in Anambra, others in Benue Plateau, says perpetrators will face the music. You can find all of that on the pages. It continues on page 10 of the paper. Here, NESG Dangote refinery will create 21 billion market for Nigerian crude oil. All right, in honor by broadcasting peers, Arise News Channel wins TV Station of the Year. Congratulations to Arise News Channel for winning the best station of the year. That's in that honor coming to Arise TV for the work they've been doing to the nation. Then the Guardian paper, battle in state as 18 ministers lobby Tinubu to retain portfolio. You can find that on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper. Down here we have article in disbelief as U.S. Secretary calls Tinubu pledges support for incoming government. This came as a shock to Atiku Abubakar, because earlier U.S. had made a statement, here also coming to call. So it's like wondering, what are you people actually doing? Are you with us? Are you in what is called trying to recover the mandate of the people, or you are, it seems to be a double kind of a thing. I don't understand. Then okay, Pep INEC Obi resumes hostility at tribunal. LP leaders fight over chairmanship at Tozu. We've given you that earlier, but we saw some sort of fracas and hullabaloo at the tribunal yesterday. Then here the Nigerian tribunal is saying U.S. Secretary of State Tinubu in 20 minutes phone call. Wow, that's a long phone call. Atiku expresses disbelief. All right. So Labour Party crisis, mob attack. All right, so we've seen all of these. These are major issues, but I am particularly concerned about what Daily Trust is saying this morning. Urging to replace striking doctors with ad-hoc staff. Please, the Nigerian government, this is not a good one at all. You need to, I think this statement needs to be explained actually. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all we can give you on the news headlines review this morning. You can go and get any of these papers and go deep to get more information for yourself. I am Austin Beatrice Sunam, and this is 7 TV.